I'm only as violent as I have to be. I'm only as violent as I have to be. If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. But I was raised up to where if you didn't fight, I got a different way of doing everything. I got a different way of doing everything. I'm only as violent as I have to be. I'm only as violent as I have to be. But I was raised up to where if you didn't fight, if I don't have to be violent, I'm not. If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. I got a different way of doing everything. I got my own way, you know.
Back when my brother O was copping from Senada, he had it locked with product, beating the conch like a pinata. He was eating, the block was hotter than a sauna. Something like Nevada, you know the saga, yada yada. I was in my infant stage, developing my wicked ways, with visions of running my own block and thoughts of getting paid. Picking locks with switchblades, rocking my first skin fade, looking up to older cats like guards and senseis, admired by their war scars and how long they been caged. Not phased at all by jail, come out and hit the block engaged. I studied, learned and watched since I was a shit stain, learning how to kick game, trying to earn a big chain. If only one could be shown what's inside my ribcage, it'd be a hunger that has grown about the size of vein range. Only methods to bring pain and inflict it, ain't a thing change. I stays them in the brain like when you sniff cane. I spit flame, cutting them open to the blood drain like slit vein. Got my feet dug in for war, you know I been trained. Flip the page to 95, found my body, she found the clock. Right around the time the woo was really stinging out the hive, I was swinging for the sky, no lie. Far beyond the stars and higher than birds fly. Word is born, can't be denied. Got too much pride inside. Boricua to the fullest. Taino be the tribe. Flows darker, stays sharper than blades and knives. Fillet your enterprise, slice them up like samurais. I do it for no fee, don't need to be incentivized. Losing myself like B-Rabbit, I'm energized. Similar to a man fresh home, looking for inner thighs. Who's next to get their chest flown, blown like landmines? I've got it sewn, stand by for all to be at witness. Your boy Ace the litness, laced it with the swiftness, taking care of business, spitting in the face of critics. Though now somehow the chatter scattered, cause all I hear is crickets. Or is it cause I'm Jordan-like when kicking my written? Ain't no bullshit and you niggas ain't even pimping. Never catch me slipping, I'm reincarnated, I'm risen. For the way I abuse mics, it's like I should do life in prison.
I'm only as violent as I have to be. I'm only as violent as I have to be. If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. But I was raised up to where if you didn't fight, you got. I got a different way of doing everything. I got a different way of doing everything. I'm only as violent as I have to be. I'm only as violent as I have to be. But I was raised up to where if you didn't fight, you got. If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. I got a different way of doing everything. I got my own way. You know?
Now I run with a shooter, gun big as a tuba. Who does his dirt up on this lonely? I'm my only recruiter. Smack a bitch up off the catwalk, rockin' Pumas. Let the gat spark and disturb the peace like Luda. I'm so sick, I do a drive-by out of an Uber. Out in Aruba, smoking, choking on the finest Buddha. Niggas is transparent, I see right through you. You and your man staring, bout to get smoked like a hookah. Superman couldn't figure out a nigga's plan. Out the booth, mic in my right, kryptonite in my left hand. Crash a wet and smack the best man, make him feel less than, and call him a sissy like X-Clan. I'm next fam, bonafide like a tech jam. Stack the bread first, snatch the cheese, then I go ham. Don't like a low strand, I need my weed with potency. Never fuck with lean, only fiend for green like Jodeci. Should be no surprise, right? It's how it's supposed to be. By the drop vitals, hold your Bibles tight and your rosaries. Future's bright, by to stamp the game like a notary, though shit ain't quite the same. Now people hating openly. Don't care if you're with or opposing me. A higher force has chosen me, then came up from a lower G. It's over, B. I'm trying to sit in Oprah seat, skinny or fatter, looking to gather where the tokens meet. I like my bitches, chocha sweet, nice physique with the poisonous touch, such like a cobra's teeth. Latin Mona Lisa, go ahead, release the venom, proceed to end them, and all the hell we send them. My steps are too complex, they still can't comprehend them. For real, I'm always grinding, all clips I've extended them. Swinging the pendulum, right here's to where the legends come. Forever blessing them, getting them till I mention one. Playing chess, check my pieces, how I'm setting them. Strategy be Fisher with every move I deliver. Truth spitter, spit sick, pick of the litter. At times I don't recognize the man in the mirror. Gotta take a second glance and get near. Wipe the fog with my hands so I can see clear. And it's still me, just speaking filthy.
No doubt.
Bulletproof, take a shot, feel free. I'm killing mics. I talk to shooters, they be like a mill's the price. Well, who's paying that shit? You could peel them twice. This rap shit's been my life since I was stealing bikes, running wild, the rugged child concealing knives. nocturnal. I only see at night. The block's so fertile with breed seeds in the light. I stay cool like a breeze and out of sight. My nigga still sells powder, but only the type that bite. I like my smoke loud, like I like my mic. Some perp, some sour to whet the appetite. Rock Adidas, never like Nikes, and prefer to pump you full of lead instead of a knife fight. 2 to the head, put out your night light. Now you're out of order and your aura ain't so bright. Hate to be the spoiler, but your raps was never tight. Or ever even close, you should've had someone ghostwrite. Or maybe a coach with that weak ass approach and them garbage ass quotes. You should've took better notes. I sever throats with every word I've ever spoke. My mental's mamba, mixed with MJ, I never choke. Taking the form, don't be alarmed if I slaughter goats. My flows are narcotics, so I'm prescribing you a larger dose. Nigga, you toast, taking oaths like Takashi. Come catch me, I be in Copley, all this pussy like Sarasi.
I'm only as violent as I have to be. I'm only as violent as I have to be. If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. But I was raised up to where if you didn't fight, you got... I got a different way of doing everything. I got a different way of doing everything. I'm only as violent as I have to be. I'm only as violent as I have to be. But I was raised up to where if you didn't fight, you got... If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. If I don't have to be violent, I'm not. I got a different way of doing everything. I got my own way, you know. I'm only as violent as I have to be.